Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. Penguins don't like this hot weather. Oh man, I just came back from a trip to the post office. The AC in my car is working fine, but I did have to, like walk out to our mailbox to get the mail and like walk into the post office and all that in the 80 degree. I'm melting. So if you hear a little hum in the background, I have the rechargeable fan that my engineer husband made for me blowing on the back of my neck. And once I finish the video, I'm going to go out to my chair in the living room and have a big fan blowing on me and have some icy cold beverage and try to chill. So it's Saturday. I'm retired. I mean, Saturday shouldn't be any different from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But it just feels like, okay, it's Saturday. It's almost the end of the month. I do need to wrap things up for the end of the month. Make sure that things are, like my accounts are up to date, my account spreadsheet. And once June 30th gets here, I need to get or July 1st, get my Etsy totals for the month and put them into the spreadsheet. I was so psyched. I've been getting some Etsy sales, and the amount that I'm in the red has been shrinking. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're just, I think it's gone from close to $500 to under 250, but I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it. But then I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get it down under 200 in June. Well, you know what? As soon as I add my June Etsy fees, there were 4 or 5 orders that got shipped out with free shipping because I've had a customer who orders enough stuff that she qualifies for free shipping. So there's going to be rather large Etsy fees this month. It's just going to put me back further. But that's the cost of doing business. Yes. I finished 3 projects over the course of the last couple days. There may be a slight cause for concern. Yeah. You know when like a child psychologist is trying to determine how a child is feeling and they have them draw pictures and then they're like, oh, we don't know about Johnny. Look at these pictures he drew. Well, I don't know if you need to be concerned about me based on the last 2 items I finished. Okay, the first one that I finished in this series of 3, you don't have to worry about that one. I had some purple yarn, and I had that purple ribbon yarn with a little bit of a flag on it that I got in the last freebie where people gave me a bunch of yarn. And I thought, oh, what if I hold the purple yarn together? Let's see if I can. Yes, okay. Go like this. Purple yarn together with the flag ribbon and see how it turns out for a Splooting Triceratops. Looks good, right? Well, once I got past the frill, I ran out of the purple ribbon yarn. Okay, maybe there's another one. No, there wasn't. But there was one that was quite similar, but it was a rainbow. So this Splooting Triceratops starts out all purple, and then he's got more of a rainbow backside. It works. Okay, so now I've got half the, it's on a cardboard tube thing. So I don't know whether to call it a spool, a roll, a cake. I don't know what to call it. But I still had half of the rainbow. So I decided to make one of my November monsters. And I mixed it with purple. Once again, a slightly different shade of purple. Yeah, I got about that far. And I ran out of the rainbow. So I tied on a sort of a zebra ribbon yarn to finish them up. Well, he wasn't too happy about that. I don't know. Once I put the eyes on, it was just like, this looks like an angry monster. I need to make this an angry monster. Well, then I picked up another cake of yarn in my use up box. I don't know. I have so many things on my list that I need to restock, and I still have the penguin to finish up for the Magical Make Along with So Magical Michelle, and I have to get organized for the craft show in 2 weeks. But I just picked up a cake of yarn. I used it to make a squid. I don't know if Mr. Squid is out here. I think I might have a picture of Mr. Squid. It's a yarn that I got from Hobby last year when I did so well with my Street Fest and treated myself to a big yarn order. So, yeah, that's what the color progressions look like. But you know what? Let's pop the nose out a little bit more here. This guy is also an angry monster. So I have no idea why, after months and months of making happy little monsters, I decided to make a couple of angry monsters. Yeah. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to try to finish up the penguin, or make good progress on the penguin. I think the body of the penguin is 54 stitches per row, so it's not like a little whoop and it's done. It takes a little while to get through the rows. And I will work on my master list. I think I'm going to reprint it because it's getting, where to put it, this side or that side? Or did I not bring it back with me? There it is. My little master list, my restock is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 items now. My kits, I did start one kit last night. So the kit that I started gets moved from the kit column over to the works in progress column. I started another column for Wanna Makes, because with this whole Share the Love Instagram, I'm finding more free patterns. It's like, ooh, I want to make that. Ooh, I want to make that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you may have noticed that the Bronto bunch has gone from 5 down to 3 because I sold 2 of them on Etsy. So now I need to restock some Brontos too. They're on here. So today I will be working on trying to clear a few lines on this. I should also have one that says like deadlines, so I can put down the June Magical Make Along to finish that. I need to do a little bit of online. I need to go on Ravelry, onto the forums. There is this Ami Along 2025 coming up next week in July, where a bunch of designers are offering their patterns at a discount. And if you make something from those patterns over the course of July and August, you're in the running for prizes. And I am participating as a designer. Oh, I need to add April's Baby Monster to the bundle. One more pattern. I need to go in and do a bio, just like introducing myself. And the other designers, they have these fancy designer logos, and designing is like one portion of my overall business. Probably the biggest piece of the pie, yes, definitely, the biggest piece of the pie is making amigurumi for sale at craft shows and Etsy. And now Palm Street. I do have some things listed on Palm Street, but I haven't done any lives yet, so I don't have any sales on Palm Street. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting items in there so I can actually have enough items listed to do a live. So, like, making and selling amigurumi is probably 90% of the pie, and then you've got the designing, and then you've got YouTube, and you've got the blog, you know, all these little pieces down at the bottom of the pie. So I don't have a big fancy picture to introduce myself with. Just, so I'll just, say, hey, mostly I make amigurumi, but, when a design comes to my head, sometimes I'll make these things. So, okay, I need to do that. That's on my list for today. But mostly, it's just trying to keep cool. It's about 80 degrees out there, but it is so humid. Oh, it's so muggy. And like I said, penguins don't like this stuff. I'm going to go play with yarn for a while and make something happy, I hope. I don't think there's any way with the penguin pattern that I am working on. I do not think there is any way to make it look like an angry penguin. I suppose there could be. If you put in the angry eyebrows, there could be. But I'm not going to do that. It's cute. It's a cute penguin. I'm going to leave it a cute penguin. And I think I'm being a bit too silly. And maybe the heat's getting to me. I need to just go chill in my chair and play with yarn and try to get a little caught up on all these projects. So, I'll see ya. Bye-bye.